Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to talk about the situation between Lionel Messi, Barcelona and Manchester City. Then we will be moving on to the TRINCAO presentation that did take place earlier today. And lastly, we will be talking about some players that did come back from training. And so we are going to spend a long time in this video talking about Lionel Messi because that is the talk of the town. That is what everyone wants to talk about. And so before I do get into the details between City and Messi, I do want to make some things clear and just basically explain to you guys what is the tension between Barcelona and Lionel Messi. So Messi and the lawyers are saying that they do want to activate the clause. They think that they are right. The clause should be activated because if the pandemic delayed the league season all the way into the summer, that would mean that the clause can still be used around this time, around September, October. And ultimately, that clause should be valid in order for Messi to leave for free to any team that he desires. Barcelona on the other end are saying, no, you're going to stay here until 2021 or a club pays us 700 million euros. Now, Messi can go in that route. He can say, okay, fine, we'll just choose that route. But the problem is because of this pandemic, it has allowed many clubs to be in a position where they can say, we don't have 700 million euros, we don't have 500 million euros, we don't have 300 million euros, which means that it's going to be extremely hard for any club to bring in Lionel Messi. And Messi is well aware of that. And that is why we're hearing that Messi and the lawyers do want to activate that clause in order for him to leave for free. And so it would only make sense for this club, Barcelona, to say, we want something in return if Messi is going to be leaving. If our greatest player of all time is going to be leaving, we must get currency. We must get money. And so that is basically the negotiations that's going on right now. Messi and the lawyers do want to take this to court, but Bartomeu and Barcelona refuse to take this to court and settle this outside from the court. And so now moving on to the City Messi side. As we get closer and closer, by the end of this week, it's starting to look more and more likely that City and Messi will be coming to an agreement. And so yes, there is negotiations happening right now. We will get into that later in this video. And it says here, according to Moises Llorens, City will do everything possible to sign Messi on a free transfer, but will contemplate paying between 100 million euros to 150 million euros. City are also open to including players such as Garcia and Angelino in the deal. And the one thing that I do have to say about Barcelona is this, right? If we are going to bring players in return for Lionel Messi, we must make sure that those players are going to be greatly needed and can fulfill the spots that we do need on the field. For example, we do need a new center back, so we must get Garcia. We do need a new forward, a new right back, so let's look in the City squad and see, okay, which one of these players can fulfill our roles? And these are the type of questions we do need to ask and the type of discussions we do need to have going forward, because in the end, we are having Messi leave our club in this summer, so it is best for us to be prepared to the maximum level. And so besides that, right, I want to go back to the City and Messi situation, right? Because what I believe what City is offering to Messi is something that is extraordinary, something that you cannot deny. And so let me read you guys this. City are weighing up offering Messi a long-term contract that will see him move to partner clubs like New York City FC after 3 years in the Premier League. They could also offer Messi in the chance to become an ambassador for City Football Group, the holding company that owns a number of clubs across the world. And that's it, right? That is it right there. That is part of the mutual agreement between Messi and Manchester City. How would you not want to accept that? Because if a club comes up to a player and says, we'll offer you 3 years to compete at the highest level, then play at a place like New York City FC, where you can finish your last 2 years in your career, and not only that, but give you a job immediately after your playing career is over. Imagine that. As a player, you would be set for life. Why wouldn't Messi accept that? And we must also remember, Messi is a family man. He does need a job after his playing career is over. He is looking to see what can he do after he does play. And so City right now are doing everything possible to get Lionel Messi in. And again, this is a great plan for any player to have. And so right now we are in that stage where City and Messi are building that mutual agreement. And I want to talk about a topic that did come out about 2 or 3 days ago, and it was between Lionel Messi and Pep Guardiola. There was multiple reports stating that Messi and Guardiola were talking on the phone. They were having discussions. Messi was asking, how's life at City? How do you guys play? Do you need me as a player at Manchester City? They were having all of these discussions, right? We don't know exactly what they were talking about, but Messi and Guardiola were talking on the phone. And this was around the time, right, reportedly, before Barcelona was playing against Bayern Munich, which ended 8-2. The reason why I want to bring that up is because there was a sporting director in this club named Eric Abidal who did leave immediately after that 8-2 loss against Bayern Munich. And this is just me theorizing here. The main reason why I brought that up is because could there be a possibility that Eric Abidal left because he knew that Messi was in contract contact with City, especially knowing that they just lost 8-2. Could Abidal have left because he did not want to be in the face of all of this catastrophe that's currently going on? Because one of the people that's in charge to know what's going on and who's being contacted by that player is the sporting director. They are the ones that's supposed to know, okay, this club is talking to this player wants to go to that club. Eric Abidal had to know all of that, because keep in mind, no player can ever secretly communicate with another club without the sporting directors or the president knowing. And since we know that Messi was in contact with Pep Guardiola, if we look at the example between Griezmann and Barcelona back on March or February 2019, they were in contact. But the one thing that we must remember is that Atletico Madrid was not okay with that. They said there was no way Griezmann can be talking to Barcelona without us knowing. But now knowing that Messi was in contact with Pep Guardiola, have you not noticed that there has been no punishment for Lionel Messi? That is because Eric Abidal knew. He knew what was going on. He knew what was going to play out, and I believe that that is part of the reason why Eric Abidal did leave this club, because he said, you know what, if Messi is going to be leaving to City, I do not want to be part of this. I know what Bartomeu and me have done, and that is exactly why he did leave. And so after all of this between Messi and Manchester City, it says here, according to Cat Radio, Bartomeu does want to speak to Lionel Messi. Bartomeu intends to talk to Messi today. According to the sources from the club, they will try to prevent the case from being resolved legally. If Messi wants to leave, they will look for a economic deal. That is basically where we stand today. Bartomeu does not want to let go of Lionel Messi. They do want to talk to this player, but the main problem is this, right? It says here, according to Alfred Martinez, Messi has made a ultimate decision. Not even Bartomeu's resigning would stop Messi from leaving. He will not wear the Barcelona shirt again. And that is where we're at right now, right? Barcelona are going to be fighting for Messi to stay at this club. They do want to persuade this player, and seeing what we have just talked about between City and Lionel Messi, is going to be extremely hard for Bartomeu and the board members to persuade Messi to stay at this club. Ramon Planes did speak, who is the technical secretary of Barcelona, and he said this: we do not contemplate on any contractual exit because we want Messi to stay. Internally, we are working for long hours to find the best solution for the club and for Leo. He has also explained that Messi has never said that he was not going to show up for training on Sunday or Monday, which is official. We are going to be seeing Messi at Barcelona by next week, training on the training grounds. We don't know how that's going to play out, but in the end, Messi does not want any tension. He does not want to leave this club knowing that there's going to be tension between this club and Messi forever. And to be honest, I can't give you guys a real answer of what's going to go on, what's going to happen by tomorrow, or how all of this is going to end. Right now, everything is super unclear, but I will end it with this. It says here, according to Xavi Campos, he has reported that Bartomeu decided not to sell Messi on a meeting earlier today. He does demand 700 million euros to be paid, which is his release clause. And he also wants to avoid taking this player to court. And that is it, right? That is where we do stand today. The saga is just beginning. I can't tell you how all of this is going to end, but whatever does happen, we will be talking about it here in this channel. Moving on to the next topic of the day, and we're going to be talking about Francisco Trincao. So Trincao was presented today during this whole catastrophe, and the reason why I do want to talk about Trincao is because there is one thing that really did bother me during this presentation, and that is that the interviewers asked Trincao about Lionel Messi. Because during an interview, during your presentation, during your first time being presented to a club, you are going to be asked questions like, how are you feeling? What are your plans going forward with this club? What do you expect in your first season? But that wasn't the case. The interviewers did ask Trincao about Lionel Messi, and that is the last thing a player should be talking about, especially during a time like this. And he said this: of course I want Messi to stay, but I can't answer that. Let's see what happens. And again, why would you want to ask a question to Francisco Trincao, who is a 20-year-old player that is excited to wear a Barcelona shirt next season, and then you want to show it to his face that Lionel Messi is not going to be here next season? And what bothered me the most is that after Trincao's presentation and Ramon Planes did take the floor, they continued to ask him what's going to happen with Lionel Messi. And so this slowly started to turn into a Lionel Messi questionnaire, and it just seemed like they just wanted to ignore Francisco Trincao's presentation and get on with the real news, right? According to the interviewers. And so this is not the way that I believe Trincao wanted to be presented. This is not the way that we wanted Trincao to be presented, but hopefully this could be a diamond in the rug. Hopefully this is actually the player that's going to be replacing Lionel Messi by next season. If Messi does leave, let's hope that Trincao does take his position by next season and performs extremely well in the first season. And so I do wish Trincao the best. I do wish him a lot of luck Let's hope that he does well, and let's just hope that this catastrophe ends as soon as possible. We do find a conclusion, because we do not want to see this club trying to address this situation anymore. This situation should have never happened because of the poor management and the poor project planning. We are seeing other players being affected by this move. And so now moving on to the next topic, and I quickly do want to talk about Ansu Fati, Sergio Busquets, and Carlos Elenia. It has been stated that they have already returned to training today, and they have taken their PCR test that was taken yesterday. So everything is good with them. Ansu Fati, Busquets, and Carlos Elenia are back. And for those of you guys who are wondering, is Elenia going to be playing with Barcelona? Right now, it has been said that Koeman does want to use Elenia in this team, and so we should expect to see Elenia play with Barcelona by the next season. So that'll be it for today's Barcelona daily news. That's what's currently going on. Again, I can't give you no answers about what's going to happen with Messi and Barcelona. Everything is super unclear. I know that at times it does get confusing when we are talking about the Messi City Barcelona situation. There's going to be reports here, rumors here. They're going to be fake. Sometimes they're not going to be fake, but I'm going to try my absolute best to try and give you guys the most reliable sources out here in this channel to understand what's currently going on with Messi, Barcelona, and City. So again, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.